Hello, how's it going? Hope you're well. I've been working at Tate Models. Alan's been struggling for help for the last couple of weeks, so to save him having to do 7 days every week, I've decided to help him out, whether it's 1 day a week, usually maybe 2 if he's needing repairs done or whatever. And what I've been doing is working for store credit rather than money, because that way I can support the channel without paying out any money to myself. And I enjoy working at Tate Models anyway, so it's all good, it's fine. And what I've done with my store credit is I've got a couple of Team Associated trucks here. I really like and respect Team Associated, but I haven't owned one for a long time. The last Team Associated I owned was probably that TC3 I sold Matthew all those years ago. I mean, probably a decade, approaching a decade ago. So, we're long overdue a new Team Associated, even though the TC3 was even used at the time, but another Team Associated. What I have are the CR28 TR28 trucks. The 28 series are a series of 1/28th scale little micro little RCs, which differentiate from a lot of micro RCs in that, for example, we've had a couple before ourselves. These have got fully proportional steering, as opposed to a lot of them which are full one way or nothing. It just goes, there's no control, there's no progressive movement. These have that, which is one of the big advantages of these over other similar vehicles. Matthew, myself and Jackie I had a little short course truck, they had a little truggy each in different colours, and they were rubbish. They were cheaper than these. They weren't Team Associated ones, they were some cheap knockoff brand, I can't remember what they were. And they had obviously no proportional steering, it was on and off, but it couldn't steer as well as drive forward. So to do one or the other, they were rubbish. And they quickly failed because we just shelved them, didn't use them, and then the batteries failed because they didn't get used. These I'm hoping will be a lot better. The reason I've gone for such tiny RCs is because we're in September now, I'm in Scotland, the weather's great today, in fact I'm going to have a barbecue tonight and I had one last night, but the weather will soon start to turn, and maybe we're looking at another lockdown, I don't know. But either way, we're going to have to do more filming inside when the rains come and the winds come and all the rest of it. So little courses made out of books and other things in your house could be quite interesting. Anyway, enough waffle, let's have a look. These have got a little garage door display on the front of the box so that you can put it on display in the shop. Obviously Alan didn't do that because he got these in for me to pick up. But let's have a look. Oh, they're bigger than I thought. Wow. Those other ones we had must have been 132 or 135 then, because these are a lot bigger than I thought. That's cool. Oh. CR28, there you are. This is how it'd be in the shop. Look at that. That's a lot bigger than I thought. I thought they'd be, you know, tiny. Ha! That's better than I thought. That's cool. Let's have a look at the truggy. Yeah. Now they're identical. They are the same truck. All of these 28 series from Team Associated, there's buggies, there's monster trucks, there's all sorts. They're all the same machine. They do differ in terms of their wheels and tyres, so the gearing will vary because they are identical. They have the same motor, they have the same two-wheel drive drivetrain, they have the same battery. So literally the ones with bigger tyres, taller tyres like this one, will have a slightly higher top speed with slightly less acceleration than this one. And they vary in terms of ground clearance for that reason as well, but they are the same machine. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and create indoor courses with some parts that will lend itself to the truggy, with maybe high speed parts and, you know, high speed corners or whatever, and other parts where you need more ground clearance for climbing over obstacles will suit this better, just to make it interesting. So what we have here, ready to run, 1/28th scale as I said, two-wheel drive, batteries included, the charger is included, it's electric powered, and it's got a 2.4 GHz system included. I think it also includes the AA batteries. See the different art styles in it, there's no various paint jobs per model. For example, all the CR28s are this paint job, all the TR28s are this paint job, etc, etc. So, but there's lots of, there's about, I don't know, 6 models to choose from, but you can't have the same model without having the same paint job, so you have to have stickers or whatever to differentiate. What should we open first? Let's open the little pickup truck first. the box, you literally have instructions here. That's all it is. There's no spare parts or anything, no body clips or anything. So good. And the box. And then you have this, and in here is the transmitter. And yes, you can see the AA batteries are in there. Nice. So let's free this truck. I could just pull it and break the cable ties. I like how it's got a little sort of mountain range display. So it's sitting in the box. Looks good. It's not going to stay in the box long. Ah, it's a little twizzly cable. Let me just untwizzle the twizzly cable. Come on, there we are. And it should lift clear. There we are. That looks really cool. Is that on? Yeah, it's on the camera. Bigger than I thought. As I said, much bigger than I thought. I thought they were going to be, the ones we had were, you know, that length maybe. Lots of nice body roll in it. Does it have working suspension? The back has working suspension. The back has it. Not very much, but a little bit. Don't think the front has any working suspension. Well. There's flex. There's flex in the front, is what there is. Let's have a look under the body shell. Nice body shell though, isn't it? It's not bad at all for a little miniature RC. It's not. It looks like an Associated. It doesn't look like some, you know, Banggood special. The clips are tiny. Difficult to get the clips on and off. There we are. So, nice pliable plastic body mounts. You can see the way it works. It's a bit like a, you know, a Tamiya Hornet sort of idea with the shot, although they're back here somewhere, but yeah, just a almost like a solid rear axle in fact. Or an FTX Outlaw, look, with the long rear arms. Okay. Obviously they're just springs, there's no oil shocks or anything. And yeah, the front suspension is literally just flex. That's all it is, flex. Which is good, it means it won't break so easily when you crash into things, it'll just flex. Mine's got a little bit kink to the side, as in it's not sitting absolutely straight. Maybe it'll sort itself out with use, but my rear axle's sitting with a bit, excuse me, a little bit of an angle, but it's okay. I'm sure it's not going to hurt performance too much. So yeah, cool. That's a lot bigger and more impressive than I thought. I thought it'd be 3/4 the size of that, maybe 2/3 the size of that. I don't know if there's any power as standard, so let's find out. So like the transmitter. Has steering trim adjustment, you can see there. Does have that. Nothing else, just an on button. Thank goodness you don't need to, oh do you? Oh you do, darn it. I was going to say thank goodness you don't need to take a screw out to get to the batteries, but you do, right in the middle there. So, allow me to get a screwdriver. Huh, okay. So the screw was on the battery door, but you don't need to unscrew it because the screw holds on this. It holds on this part for the battery, right. So that's a bit misleading, yes. You don't need this, you don't need to unscrew it. It's just a bizarre way of doing it. So I need to figure out if it goes that way now or that way. So it means I probably need to turn to the other truck. Huh, that's weird. That is weird. What a strange thing to do. I'm going to assume it's this way on because the plus, sorry, this way on. I'm going to assume it's this way without looking at the other one because the plus minus symbols are on the bottom here and the plus would fit into that and the minus would sit on that. So let's just reset. So yes, don't take the screw out. That's a bit weird, but don't take the screw out. Why would they put a screw there on the battery door? I don't know. But okay. So that thing would back up again. It's an ill fit. It's a very ill-fitting door. I'm not a massive fan of that so far, but okay. Very, very minor thing, but here the batteries. Plus that way up. Right. There we go. Did I get it right? Yes, I did. See that? Good. So I think it's waiting for a signal. Let's see if there's any charge out of it from the factory. On. On. Oh, there you are. Good. It's faster forward. Whoa, jeez. Ha! I like it. It's so quiet and forward. You just roll it. Yeah, very quiet. We'll get a proper run of these, don't worry. It's just... I like it. Crawl over the knife. Yeah, okay. You see that? Crawl over... No, just push the knife, whatever. Okay, fair enough. Interesting. I'm going to give these a proper test then. Proper review of them. See what they're like. So that's the... Let's put the pickup truck's body shell back on. Can I switch it on and off without unplugging the... Yes, I can. Good. So you can keep the body shell on. I don't need to take the body shell off every time I switch it on. You might need to for charging it. There's chargers somewhere. There. Remind me to look at the charger. There's a cable loose here, but it plugs into the side of the transmitter, does it? No. I think the charger's in here. I'll have a look. I'll have a look. That looks so cool. For what it is. That looks great. Yeah. I like it. It's so cool. But, whoa! That was so cool. It's fine. Oh, body rub. It's fine. Oh. Body rub. It's fine though. Like that. No problem. Everything's good. So, where's the charger? Let's turn this off. And this off. Where's the charger? I think it's in here in the battery door. Because you've got this... See, you've got this cable. See in there? And it's plugged into the side of the transmitter in here. And do I pull this cable out? Yes, I think you remove the cable because it's just plastic storage, it doesn't go anywhere, yeah. And then there's a slot there, I'm just guessing, I should read the instructions. There's a slot there, see that? Inside the transmitter, so you would close the door that way, like that, so it doesn't damage the cable. So you get the cable hanging out, and side of the chassis there, see that? Plug-in point. So I plug that in, and I guess just, whoop, I was going to say turn the transmitter on, but you don't need to. The charge light, the green charge light is already started, the transmitter's off, the truck's off, and it's already charging, so you don't need the transmitter on. And that's how you charge it. Cool. And then I'm guessing the light will go out or it'll start flashing or something when it's done. Lovely. So there's the pickup. The CR28. Let's look at the truggy, the TR28. Nope. Try and get the knife the right way around or you're going to cut yourself. Nope. So rather than a sort of mountainous thing, it's a stadium. It's a stadium truggy. And here's the truggy. Looks rather cool. Oh, hold on, I'm twisting it a little bit. Hold it by the spoiler. So the spoiler's attached to the body shell itself, is it? No, it's actually chassis mounted. It's just the body shell bolt, the body clip bolts off the I'll try and say that again. So the wing is bolted to the chassis, but also the body clip sticks to the wing mount. Is what I'm trying to say. Looks the part, doesn't it? Looks a bit like a mini Loss 8T. See, got the big wing mount there. Nice. Look at the plastics, they're lovely, really pliable, really nice. This one also has a slight kink to the way the axle sits, so it's not entirely straight, but it'll be fine. It'll be spot on. It'll be no problem whatsoever. Ow! See when you cut your nails. Oof. Right. Plus way, that way. Yep. Oh, that's even quieter. Cool. Now I know you're going to want to see them move around a little bit. So hold on as I reposition the camera. Right then, from the box, the truckie's better, just because the truck has a real problem with body rub on the front wheels when it turns at full lock. So if you turn it and it's under load there, just in here, there's a bit of body rub. So if I just, you can probably actually hear it when I'm driving around. I mean that front right is locked up, so why is the truck's going straight on? Now if I turn right, well, that turned that time, but sometimes it just locks straight up and I can't, there you go, can't turn. So, tiny little bit of trimming to the shell. Shouldn't really be the case from a brand new RC, but it's not exactly a deal breaker, is it? Trim this away just a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Just a little bit of removal from the, just in here, and also the front of the flare, just a little bit. Hopefully that'll now sort it. Still in reverse, there's a little rub. There's a little bit of rub still. Wonder if I can get away with. I can raise the body shell slightly. What I'll do, rather than raising the shell, I'll maybe put some O-rings to force the shell up as high as possible against the pegs, in which case, yeah, it should be okay. I'd rather not raise the body shell by a full amount because that would be sticking well up here. But so yeah, little issue with the pickup truck, the CR28 from the box, but hardly a big deal. I'll sort that out myself. The truggy seems spot on from the box, no problems whatsoever, and yeah, pretty good. They look pretty good. They go pretty good. Obviously these are not full charged, they are as they came. I put a little bit into this for about 2 minutes, but not really worth anything. So once these are fully charged, and obviously run in as well, these are probably little brushed motors, I would imagine, well they will be. So once the brushes are bedded in, we'll see what sort of performance we get out of these things. I'm sure we'll make some sort of fancy course in the house somewhere. Right, thank you for watching. Oh, one last thing, actually, while I remember, I'm giving this one to Matthew because I'm that generous. I work at Tay Models, and with my store credit I'm giving him this one. He wanted the pickup truck, but you know, I'm the one working, so I earned it, so I'm having the pickup truck. Right, take care of yourselves, I'll see you soon. Bye bye.